What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the video. As you can see behind me, we're in a little bit of a different environment now because yesterday morning I moved in to my dorm for my second year of college. And I'll give you the whole room tour and everything. I'll show you this. The room is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. But I'll show that to you all in the vlog moving forward. You'll see everything. But for now, what we're doing for this video, I posted a picture asking for questions for a Q&A on my Instagram a little while back. You guys asked me some questions. We're going to answer them right now. A little preface also, the reason why I'm doing this is because over the next week or two I have RA training because I'm going to be an RA on this floor in this dorm for the rest of the year. And it's going to take up a lot of time and I don't know how much I'm going to be able to vlog over the next week or two, so this is just easier for me to pull out the camera and answer these questions real quick. And also I got like 40 plus questions, so most likely this video is going to be at least 2 separate videos. But for now I'm just going to go down the list, answer questions as they were asked, and let's just do it. Some good ones in here. First one to start it off from Thomas Manning, the runner. What are you studying in school and what are your potential plans after graduation in a few years? To be honest, I don't know exactly what I'm studying yet. I came in doing business and sports management with a theology minor. I think I'm going to keep the theology minor. I might switch the major to communication. But if I'm being completely honest, I'm still not 100% sure what I'm going to do with that, what I'm going to do moving forward. I don't like trying to speak things into action. Can't tell top secret. Next question from Kyle Youngers. Seth says he is bigger than you. What are your thoughts? Well, I guess it depends what Seth you're talking about. IFBB Pro Seth Feroci, definitely bigger than me. If you're talking about my brother Seth, you're a goof. 2 questions from Luis Almeida. First, thoughts on cursing. I've made a video on this before. I'll link it up on the screen, but I don't swear. Like I don't use curse words. I don't swear. I just think it's unnecessary. It doesn't sound good. I don't like swearing. Words have some kind of meaning, words can have some kind of negative power. If a word has the ability to have some negative connotation, some negative power, then I'm just not going to use it at all. I definitely recommend watching that video that I made where I explain it a little more, but I don't swear. I don't use curse words. I think people should swear a lot less because it's very common. I think people use that language a lot. I think it's unnecessary. I'm not a huge fan. I don't use it. And second question, hard hitter. He says, does your religion force you to stay a virgin until marriage? To answer that question, yes, I'm choosing to save myself for marriage because the sexual act is meant for marriage. It is becoming as one flesh with another. It is completely giving yourself to another. And if you're willing to give yourself so completely to another person, you should be willing to commit your life to that person. Sex is the greatest physical expression of love. Love is something to be taken seriously. It is not something to, just go around doing with everyone. Giving yourself so completely to another person is a serious matter, something very special, and it's not something you should just be doing casually. That is my thought. Which does align with the Catholic Christian religious teaching that you save yourself for marriage, that you save sex for your life partner, for your married significant other, which for the same reason I just mentioned. It's something I am 100% standing by. It's something that my girlfriend is 100% standing by, which I think is awesome. And if any of you are in a relationship, talk to your significant other about this and really think about it. Speaking of my girlfriend, Samantha Ray asked me 2 questions. First one, what's your most embarrassing childhood memory? Ah, shoot, this is a tough one. I should have thought of answers to these questions beforehand. I can't really think of one. The only story that comes to mind, which I guess isn't super embarrassing for me, but I'll tell a story anyways. In 6th grade, we were having a surprise birthday party for our teacher, and we were supposed to have t-shirts and shorts. It was supposed to be a beach theme thing towards the end of the year or something. And my friend and I was wearing those rip-off sweatpants that have the buttons down the side that you can rip them off, and he was just wearing sweatpants over shorts. And he came up with this idea that we'd walk in the room, I would pants him because he's wearing shorts under his sweatpants, so I would pants him and he would rip off my sweatpants. I don't know why, but regardless, we tried it. I went to pants him, pulled off his shorts as well. He was just standing in front of the class in his underwear. It was great. Nothing really happened to me. He just he pulled off my sweatpants. I was wearing shorts under. That's just the first story that comes to mind. Dang it. I can't think of another one. I don't know. Dang. Next question, I guess. We'll move on to the next one. Who has influenced you the most? I think a couple people to become who I am today with like the morals, like the drive I have today. A couple people. One would be my youth minister, Cheryl, has influenced my faith a lot. Father Mike Schmitz on YouTube through different stuff has influenced my faith a lot. In terms of like just my drive to do stuff like making YouTube, the influence to get on YouTube, Christian Guzman was someone I've been watching for a long time who really got me into fitness and getting into YouTube and stuff. Zach McAdam, who doesn't make YouTube videos anymore, but also was a younger guy who's doing YouTube that kind of got me into doing it. Honestly, like my kind of motivated personality, the drive I have, came a lot from watching like motivational videos on YouTube. Like I know it's weird, but it's true. Like watching Eric Thomas, if you've never heard Eric Thomas speak, I used to watch his videos all the time back in like high school, and I used to just like get hyped. And of course, can't forget Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, has been the biggest influence on my life. For sure. Oh, there's a third question from Samantha. Also, which parent are you most like? I've got my dad's beard, that's for sure. I think, like, in terms of wanting to be on time for things, wanting to be, like, keeping things, like, neater in organized fashion, I think that's more of my dad in me. Being competitive, I was always in sports and super competitive and stuff. That's definitely my dad as well. You know, I'm not so my dad. I think I'm more like my dad than my mom. We'll move on. Next question. Austin Doreen asked, why? I don't know, because I felt like it. Like, what do you mean, why? I'm just trying to make sick vids, like, back off. Couple questions from CC Gray. First, have you ever watched Buzzfeed Unsolved? Nope, too complicated, can't follow. If presented with the opportunity to fight a bear, would ya? Straight up, I spend far too much free time, like, thinking about my strategy for fighting a bear. Like, just sitting in class sometimes, if I'm zoning out, I'm probably thinking about how I would fight a bear. And third one from Cece, what is something that makes you feel most accomplished? Honestly, the best thing for me is when I get like DMs from people on Instagram or I get comments from people on these videos and stuff, just saying, you've inspired me to make this change in my life, or because since I started watching you, my fitness has been more important, I've grown in my faith, I've just made different lifestyle decisions that you've just inspired me and pushed me to do. When I get stuff like that, that's so fulfilling, that's so cool. Just knowing that I'm impacting people, just knowing that the videos that I make reach people in some way to change people's lives in even just a small way or in a big way even, so cool. 2 questions from Sarah Gray now. I could just make a video of just questions from your guys' family. On a daily basis, how many times do you poop? Honestly, a good day is like 3. Most often it's between 4 and 6 times a day. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. I got problems. And who is your favorite sibling of Towboy? I don't know, definitely not Scoob. From Folkert's Fitness, you stated in your last vlog that you want to start a powerlifting program. Which programs are you looking at? Honestly, in terms of just like programming for powerlifting type stuff, it's just in terms of me making my own kind of structure. I've always made my own lifting programs and structures and stuff. Just kind of what's worked for me in the past is I need to kind of create that structure, follow that structure. I've never really looked up stuff or followed stuff that you can find or any kind of programming, but yeah. Max Hazer asks, how do you make a tuna sandwich? Wow, that's a thinker. Honestly, I'd really have to think about that one. I'll get back to you on that. Next question. The Inked Nurse asks, what brand of shoes do you prefer the best for overall daily wear and workouts? To be honest, I have like one pair of shoes that I wear. This is them. Just like Nike shoes. I don't even know what they are. I wear like the same shoes just all the time for working out and for everything, honestly. Alyssa Gitchell asks, what is your favorite thing about AQ? I love the faith environment here. When I first visited, that's what got me the most. That's what I was looking for. I love the trees. I love the like kind of naturey feel. I like that it feels kind of like summer camp, but also like a faith summer camp, like a really Jesus-y summer camp. But I love the faith environment. Aiden Up the Grove asks, which of the Gonring boys can grow the best beard? Noah, by far, no question. A couple more questions from the Gray family now. Marilyn Gray asks, what is it about my daughter that attracts you? She has fantastic eyebrows. James Gray asks, how do you eat so much? It all just goes straight through me, Scoob, just comes out the back. No, for real, honestly, I don't know. It kind of scares me too sometimes. Vincent Gray asks, which saint do you identify with the most? I like that question. Actually, my confirmation saint was Saint Christopher, and I picked him because his story is, he's kind of this big, strong dude, and he went and talked to a priest, and he was like, how can I serve the Lord? What can I do? What can I, as me, what can I do? And the priest told him, there's this river, and people need to cross the river. You can, as this big, strong dude, you can help people cross the river. And the story of how he became a saint is like he helped Jesus cross the river or something or whatever. But I identified with that being back in high school. Like, fitness was huge for me, and I've always been an athlete, and I've been like a stronger guy, and that was it kind of like resonated with me. Like, I use my fitness, and I thought fitness was something that I was gonna help people with in my life, and using my athleticism, using my strength, using that part of me to help other people is something that I kind of resonated with. And Mr. Gray asks, who do you love the most? Not a trick question. Jesus Christ. Not even close. I think we've got all the questions from the Gray family now. I think we're through that section of the Q&A. And you know what? We're about halfway through the questions. So I think we're going to cut off part 1 of the Q&A here. Part 2, the rest of your questions, if your question wasn't answered, it'll be answered in the next Q&A, which will be the next video on this channel, which will be coming out in the next couple of days. But for now, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, if you have any further questions to those answers that I gave you, leave them in the comments below and we can talk about it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. I appreciate it a lot. And if you're not subscribed to the channel already, what are you doing? Hit that button down below. Join the family. It is the year of the vlog. Stay tuned for part 2 of this Q&A coming soon. But that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.